It was just somewhere, just 2 rooms, somewhere located in Surulere. And I was like, wow, who would have thought that this brand is there? Like, I would have been assuming that it's a big office, but really, what am I saying in a nutshell? That you should always ensure that you are constantly in the faces of your clients, of your customers. I don't want to dwell so much on it. Now let's talk about the people. If you want to build a business that can sustain itself, what you have to look at the people, your staff, your stakeholders, your investors. So and also for one of the things or one of the trend now is when an entrepreneur either is sick or something goes wrong with the entrepreneur, the business dies. Looking at the different types of registration options, we have, of course, the sole proprietorship, the partnership, the limited liability, the corporate and cooperative. Now, there's some of the, depending on the nature of your business. If you're a trader, you might just get a business name. You may not really need to get partnership and all that, because you need to really understand your business, then you know what to register your business under. Because some people make a lot of mistakes. You are paying dues that you don't need to pay. So if you know that you will be, depending on the kind of transactions that will be going into your business, you may look at the limited liability. For instance, you want to do businesses with oil and gas companies. You can't be a business owner and say you want to go to make LLNG and a whole lot of other organizations. Now let's look at the basic requirements of the department, because I really need to break this down. To every business, there is a need. There's a business need, there's a process need. So breaking it down to what is the process requirement of your business. So breaking it down, just the normal one that we know, the human resource, you need to have a human resource department. Even if you don't have a human resource department, you can outsource it. There are a lot of consultants out there that are into human resource. So they will do your recruitment, they will do the payroll, they will do the handbook and a few other things. Just put a structure in your organization. You don't have to incur overhead costs by employing an HR personnel. Account departments, basic tools, your Excel sheet can actually do some of these things. However, it's always very good depending on the structure. Depending on the registration. For instance, if you are limited liability, it is expected that you pay your tax, your income tax, your company income tax. It's expected that you pay the VAT and a few other things. If you are sole proprietorship, you are regulatory body, the LRS, depending on what locality you are in. Of course, you also need the legal unit for legal binding. So you can also outsource these things, the marketing and sales department. If you don't, depending on how large or how small your business is, if you're in the growing stage, you don't have to do all these things yourself. You can actually outsource your branding, your marketing and sales team. You can actually, there are some people that majorly did their online agencies and all that. You can actually do that too. There are technical units. You need help there, internet, and a few other things you need to put together. Okay, so a basic organogram of an organization. What is an organogram? Diagram that shows the structure of an organization and the relationship between the different people, departments, and jobs and different levels within an organization. So it simplifies the graphical roles and functions of each department of an organization in hierarchy of reporting levels and stakeholders. So now, I just did something very simple here, because, like I said, some of these structures may not need them if your business does not require that, if your registration does not require that. So sometimes you have to look at what your business is into, and then understand the process, understand what are the basic ingredients that needs to be put in place, so that the system can run automatically on its own, even when you are not around. So we have the guidance for organizational purpose. I'll need to speak some things because I was told I have 10 minutes. Okay, so organizational structure improves. It improves the operational efficiency. It improves clarity of job roles at all levels. I remember when I was starting the business, and at the point I need to employ a few of some of the staff, the account executive, the brand manager, and a few other people. But sometimes the tasks were duplicated. At the point, this one, staff A does not know what you should do, or staff A is doing staff B's job. So sometimes you need this process to be simplified. There's something they call handbook. It could be 1, 2, 3, 4 pages in relation to some of the processes or rules that needs to be in place. Then, if you have your organogram, you have a structure, a chart rather, it just helps you. Make it simple. You don't have to be that very big of company to be able to start saying you want to get an organogram. You know the process. You know what is required for your business. So you break it down. All these things just help simplify the business, such that when you are not around, or other people can actually work effectively, understanding their tasks and roles. So I will still have to move. So I'm almost through my slides. So benefits of a well-structured business. We can't overemphasize the benefits. When your business is well-structured, it improves the growth and expansion of the business, efficient task completion, improved decision-making, systematic and automated process, improved employee performance, and improved sales and services. So at this end, like Mark said rightly, you should always put God first in everything. You should be determined, and you should be consistent, and hard work cannot be overlooked. Your business is on the way to excellent success. I wish you all a successful business in 2019 and beyond. Thank you.
I invite Reverend Femi. I hope I pronounced that name well. All right, please put your hands together for Reverend Femi. He's going forward to help us present this to the lecture session. I don't know if I want to read. Just to help us with the scripture.
Blessed shall thou be when thou goest commencing, and blessed shall thou be when thou goest out. Deuteronomy 28 verse 6. You are blessed now. Bless you.
I think you want to take Officer Abraham, I'd like to please call an elder, Mrs. Otolami, to help us present to Mrs. Abraham. Please put your hands together now. We're not paying for the flag, we're paying for the officers, please. I think you should do the speaker.
I want to appreciate you, and I want to read what is written on the gift. The Lord will make you an eternal excellency, with the joy of many generations.
Thank you very much. Mr. James, thank you. I'd like to quickly recognize some of our sponsors for today. As I mentioned their names, I'd like to please help me put your hands together with them. Macintosh Consulting, I think that's where they're from. Macintosh Information Technology Limited, sorry for that. Please put your hands together for Macintosh. We also have Nat Noodle, please put your hands together for Nat Noodle, thank you for the support. We have Spicy Catering. We have Superline. Superlife will still come up to give us a short presentation. We have Taste Buddies. Please put your hands together for Taste Buddies. Also, Ayaba Craft. Please put your hands together for Ayaba Craft. Thank you for supporting us. I hear some woo. It's sounding like a siren. I want us to play a little game before I go on. You want to tell me something? Alright, so now it's very simple. Everybody's going to participate. If you don't get it, you get to pay a fine. It's very simple. Now, many of us know the word ant, A-N-T, ant. Can you spell A-N-T, ant? Oh, I already spelled it, sorry. I didn't mess up. Alright, so now I'm going to play a little game. This is how the game is going to look like. I'll say something like, how many of us understand pidgin English here? Pidgin English. You do pidgin English. So if I say ant wey carry belle, it's called pregnant. You understand? So I'll come to you, you give me an illustration, and give me a word for that. So I have to say ant wey carry belle is what? Pregnant. Ant when they go any place, it's called stagnant. I don't know if you're getting it. Ant when they forceful, it's called malignant. I don't want to hear ant inside nylon bag, it's called Santana. I don't want to hear that. So where do I start from? So I've started ants when carry belle is called what? Alright, ants when they move is called what? Stagnant. Alright, so let's start from Mr. AY. Alright.
Ants wey travel abroad and immigrant.
Oh, just from Mr. AY. Ants wey travel abroad. And so we travel abroad, an immigrant. Oh, who do I go to next? Man, you just finished speaking. So, let's say your own aunt. Women just like Bele. Let's try you. I like your jacket. What's your name, please?
Collins.
That's why I'm calling on you. So, let's have yours.
Ants wey talk too much, I talk at you.
No, bro, there's no ant in that one, though. So which other person wants to help us? You want to help us? There are so many words, though. Ant wey wicked. It's called what? It's the same wish. Oh, you want to help us? Okay, let's have it.
Ant wey quick, instant.
Ant wey quick, instant. What of ants wey dey determined? Determined ant. Alright, so you want to have you, okay?
Ants wey big na giant.
Heavy, ant wey big, na wetin? Na giant. Okay. What? Huh? You say a foreign ant is import ant. You didn't get it. Well, when you get home, you get it. You want to help us?
Ants wey sleep. Na lazy.
Okay, what about ants? Ants that are in social media. You want to help us?
Ants wey dey very stubborn is adamant.
Ants wey dey very stubborn and adamant. All right.
And when in hammer, na hard worker.
Well, I was thinking that since you are in the security business, you would have said ants where they observe now, observant. You understand? So you don't have idea. So if you want to ask something.
Yeah. Ants wey we keep die hard. I like that.
So which other ants do you have in this? Okay, you want to do something?
Ant wey don old na antique.
Let's go. Let's sing last prayer. Antique! Well, okay, that wants to give us. I have 2 more minutes for this.
Ants wey dey work hard, work hard.
You said something just now. I wanted to hear it.
A smart ant is brilliant.
Sir, take. That's too smart. Put your hands together for this man. Is that why I want to say something?
Ants wey cool na coolant.
How come ants wey dey get depression?
Depressant.
Okay, well, final one. Okay, who else? Oh, all right.
Ants wey carry gun na militant.
Are you from Nigeria Delta? Okay, let me ask this one and I give the person this. One of ants wey wicked. And they say they take place anyhow, they keep people anyhow. Is that so giant? Tyra, they put hands together for mommy. For mommy, you have big pillow, you have small pillows. You are the one that says we should not despise the days of little beginning. So, this is my little beginning. Put your hands together for her. You have something else for us? Bring it. I think there's so many aunties. Aunt, when you love Jesus Christ, now waiting. Okay, ma, since you have a pillow, do you want this or you want that? So let me take this from you and give you this. This wonderful gifts are from Ayaba. Please put your hands together for Ayaba. So, aunts when not like Jesus Christ are waiting. They say that aunt. Alright, so which other one should we do? Which other aunts do you know? Let's do one more aunt. Oh, Mr. Gideon.
Aunt will be soldier in Ghana.
You guys didn't get that. Aunt will be soldier. Now wait I want to go. There's one I've been waiting for. Aunt one on the Instagram. Now waiting. No. And now there's no social media and social. Do you have a gift from me already? Alright, so please take it. Thank you. On behalf of myself and my family. Let's come and snap a picture so that in future you don't say that I care. So on behalf of myself, wait now. Go down. On behalf of me, myself, my family, and I, you love Black Day Church, Taste Bodies, Acute Coach, I present wait now. I will still give you his constant. I'll give you the yeah, it's nothing. I'm just not alright. Put your hands together for yourself, everybody. We're going to have our next speaker now for another 30 minutes. Are you enjoying yourself?
Generally, private business owner, manager, and financial consultant. Please welcome Mrs. Dasawa Oshino.
Good afternoon, sir. And good afternoon to the rest of the house, and thank you very much for having me here. I do not have any slides because I'm just going to talk about everyday things, and I hope it's going to be as interactive as possible. I don't know how I can have slides for what I have done for 35 years, 37 years. It's going to be virtually impossible. But I want to talk about the experience of financial management. Financial management for business owners. Even if you're not a business owner yet, you may be a potential business owner. So you may be looking forward to having your own business. And as time goes on, you're going to meet the principles I'm going to be talking about. And if you're a business owner, it's never too much, because there's always something. There's always something that you might be missing that the tax authorities will latch on and use to rope you in. So these are the things I'm going to be talking about. If you're not yet a business owner, you may be looking at some of the things, the previous speaker had spoken about. The structure of business. What kind of business do you want? Because the structure of the business you're going to have is going to determine the kind of financial management you're going to have in place. If you're a sole proprietorship or a partnership, you don't need too many rules or laws in this environment to run your business. But if you're a PLC or a limited liability company, then you will be accountable, fully accountable to the government for everything you do in your business. If you are a sole proprietor, for instance, now the tax law is becoming stronger and much more stricter than it used to be in the past. You must render returns, except if you do not have a bank account. Because what the FRS is doing, and is cascading down to the internal revenue services of the states, is as soon as you register a business, an enterprise, for instance, as soon as you register it and you want to open a bank account, and you say this is mine, they will ask you to bring your registration details. What they are going to do is link your details to your tax returns. And if you do not have tax returns, then the law will come after you. It is becoming stricter and stricter, more than ever before. And so what everybody is doing now is that everybody will be caught within the tax bracket. It doesn't matter what kind of business you run. And some people try to escape that tax bracket by putting their money, their private money in a business account. What you're doing is, in effect, attracting the taxes onto your private money that is in a business account. Whether your business is making profit or not, you will be made to pay the tax according to the law. And there's no amount of arguments because the records will be there. The tax authorities will have your bank account. That's why I say I don't have slides, because this is more like experiential talk. Now, if you have, like I said, a sole proprietorship or you have a partnership, then that means that what you need is just to do your pay as you earn account, your tax returns. Pay as you earn. If you have a limited liability company, I'm not going to dwell too much on that, except for one or two new things. It means that your business is properly regulated, and you have to render annual returns. That is the corporate requirement. You must render your annual returns on a yearly basis as stamped by the auditors. If you do not do that, the law will come after you, because within 6 months of your year end, you must render your returns. Where you fail to do that, the law will come after you. And don't be surprised, when they come after you, they are free to ask you for any record they want. So the best thing is to make sure that you prevent yourself from falling into that trap. Anything they ask, you are obliged under law to give them. Anything they ask. If they want, they can go back for 6 years. The law allows them to do that. So even if you were not complying in the last 6 years, and they want your returns for 6 years, they can revisit your tax returns. I'm picking it up from the last speaker because she mentioned taxes and the structure of the business. They can ask you for 6 years records, and nothing you say would amount to anything. If you're not careful, they will do the BOJ, which is the best of judgment. They will look at your sales, your turnover, and they will apply VAT to your turnover, 5% of everything you have sold. Whether it is vatable or not, the law will take its course. That's number one. Number two, they will now do best of judgment income tax analysis or assessment for you. That means that your turnover again will be subjected to 32%. So it's better to make sure that your books are properly kept. And that's what I'm doing this afternoon. Proper keeping of books. It doesn't matter, basic books or as advanced as you can keep them. But you must have a set of books in place. A whole lot of times, sole proprietors do not have any books. And we're just thinking, I'm just buying and selling. It may be just as well, especially if you're encouraging or selling your passion. You're not looking at it as anything that's going to grow. But when it needs to grow, then you will come back to the basics, which is proper bookkeeping from the first day. To keep your proper books, you don't need all the books that the limited liabilities company keeps. You don't need all those. All you need is a simple income and expenditure account. Simple income. You don't even have to do the two ledger thing that we were brought up with. Thank God for Excel sheets. You can put your income on top and put your liabilities under. Excel will help you. You do a deduction, which is more. Is your income more than your liability or your expenditure? That means you made a profit in the layman's language. Because profit really, what you have done is putting all together your cash expenses, and your cash income. That, in the layman's parlance, is profit. However, accounting-wise or financial management-wise, it is not profit. Because there are some hidden costs you have not taken in. If you're operating from your father's house, for instance, your father's house is supposed to be your office, and it's supposed to attract a cost. You pay something to be in the office. You have chairs that you're using. What you should do as a sole proprietorship or as a partnership is to have a little something every year that you charge as rent. It's as if you're paying rent or you're not really paying it. That's if you have growth at the back of your mind. If you do not have growth at the back of your mind and you're just indulging your passion, then you can just run your business any which way you like. But I assume that if we're not already business owners,
we will want to become business owners as time goes on. So if you're using chairs from your father's house, for instance, how much does the chair cost? For how long do you think you can use that chair? The estimated useful life of that chair, or whatever asset you're using that you have not purchased, which is circumstantial, is called depreciation. It is called depreciation. You must put something aside for depreciation. Because if you do not do that, when expansion comes, or you have the need to move out to a larger premises, you will find that what you thought was profit was actually a huge loss over the years. So you want to look at a chair and say, well, under normal circumstances, this chair should last 4 years. How much is the cost of the chair? A new one, a second-hand one, whatever you want to do. How much is it? And every year you introduce, if it's 4 years, you introduce 25% of the cost into your books. Because we want to talk about the real profit, not cash profit. Cash profit, as we know it, is not really profit. It's just your income, excess of your income over your expenditure. Like I said, it is good for a while, but if expansion is in the offing, then you need to do a little more than that. So that when you move, all of the costs coming in at the same time will not now frustrate you, and you will think you're making a loss. But from day one, you have been making a loss, which was hidden. It was hidden because we're looking at what you bought and what you're selling. But what you bought and what you sold does not amount to the profit. Like I said, there are some other things. But I want to talk about, again, I'm talking about hidden costs, because we all know how to just balance our things. I bought this thing for 5 naira and I sold it for 10 naira, so I made a 5 naira profit. That may not be the profit. For a very small business, or just maybe a stall, okay, you may say that's a profit. But for businesses that are going places, that need to grow, that are being groomed for greater tomorrow, then you need to introduce some of these hidden costs. One of the major problems that we have as business owners when we don't introduce these costs is that all of a sudden the business that was seemingly doing so well is going to fall flat on its face. And then you look at the developments in the economy. What's going to happen in the next year? I know we don't have too much, reliance on what the government tells us, but rule of thumb, you can extrapolate and see where we're going in the economy. You can begin to add some indices to your budgets based on past experience and what you expect to happen in the new year. If you do that, then that means that at the end of every accounting period, whether it's a month or a quarter or half yearly or yearly, you will take that budget you have made and compare it with what you actually achieved. Budgetary control. A lot of businesses do not do that. And because you do not do that, you cannot see the pitfalls. We planned to do 50% over last year, this year, but we have done 70%. You must look for the reason for that increase over your budget. A lot of times we are overjoyed that we overshot the budget and we don't bother to check. But you must check why you did so well and leverage on it going forward. And then if you did less than what you budgeted, you must also check. You must also check how you did, what you did, why you're doing as badly as your books tend to tell you. Analyze these things and look for a way out. We know that the government of Nigeria does not do budgetary control. There's no budgetary control. Every year what they do is add an index over last year's performance and move forward. But for businesses to grow and do proper financial management and be accountable to their stakeholders and even themselves, you need to do budgetary control. You need to compare what you had, what you planned, and what you finally bought, and analyze it and move on from there. Now, in the business of accounting, more often than not, we do not do cash budgeting. Cash budgeting. In doing our budgeting, we look at sales, we look at expenses, we look at, but how is this money going to come in to finance what you want to do? Are you going to borrow? Are you going to dip into your own earnings or your past savings? Whatever you decide to do, whatever you decide to bring in that money, the money will come at a cost. Even if it comes from the bank, we know interest rates. If it comes from your personal savings, it must come at a cost, because that is a business decision. It is not just a personal thing, it's a business decision. How much? You may not charge as much as the banks will charge, but you need to put something in the books to show that this money, even if it was generated by the business, was saved over time and is being plowed back into the business from your personal resources. Now, this will bring me to how the business came into being. Like I said, were you just going to indulge your passion, or was it economically driven? If it was economically driven, was it something you were forced to do? Like a lot of people became entrepreneurs because of the business environment, the meltdown, the loss of jobs, and so they looked around and said, well, this person seems to be doing so well at this day, maybe I can do even better. Or is it something you have always wanted to do? Something you believed you could excel in? When you analyze all of these things, do you have what it takes to run that business effectively, efficiently, and profitably? Do you have what it takes? Do you have the knowledge to go into that line of business? Because if you don't have what it takes, it will be difficult for you to do the proper thing. You may spend all the time in the world doing it, and then you still don't record the kind of success you imagine you're going to record. And that is Psalm 127, verse 1. If the Lord does not build the house, everybody who builds it will build in vain. You can work 10,001 hours and still not make a headway. And somebody who started on a good footing will work a few hours and the results will keep coming like that. The way we do business in Nigeria also calls a lot to attention. Because in the finance books that you are keeping, we will not know how to classify the bribes you have given to be able to get the contracts. Some people call it PR. They call it all kinds of names. But PR, even though it is allowed by the law, under the tax laws, will have to be defined. You will have to define it. If you got that job by giving a PR, there's no way you can put it in your books, and because you cannot define it, the tax authorities are going to write it back and add it back to your profit and assess it. By the time you pay the education tax, you pay the income tax, you're talking of 32% of that turnover that is liable to tax. How are you going to keep your books? What is your finance management going to look like? If your books are full of PR, then you're calling the tax authorities to look closely to your business, into the ethics of how you're doing your business. They look at your accounts. They ask you for the analysis of the accounts. Today in this country, there are corporations that do business without money changing hands. It may be very difficult. It may be very difficult, but there are corporations, and more of them are emerging. More and more of them are emerging. Whenever you want to even give somebody a tie, just a tie, to get a business, they tell you no, we don't do business like that. It's either you quote this and that, make all your workings known, otherwise you don't get the job. Because nobody wants to stand before the tax authorities to defend the indefensible. The Bible tells us in Exodus 23:2, do not join the multitude to do evil. Everybody is doing it, does not make it right. You can dare to stand alone and still do your business profitably well. Having said all that, what is the basis of your business? Like I said, I'm not going into most of the limited liability or PLC things. I'm really talking more about the sole proprietors and the partnerships. Because that's where we seem to have a huge, huge problem. The other ones are very well regulated. So the government takes care of all those. So one of the first things I said was differentiate between your money and the business money. The business money may have come from you as a capital, but it's not there for you to dip your hands into every time you want it. Differentiate. If you don't differentiate, one fine day, like I said, you may not have enough to run the business. So I want to imagine that by the time you want to put your books in place, you have done all your first critical analysis. And then you have also done the basic principles of management. Planning, organizing, budgeting, delegating, recruiting, budgetary control, and things like that. Because your books are going to tell the tax authorities what you're doing. That's why they don't rely on so many accounts by sole proprietorships and partnerships. They know that there's a whole lot that you have not declared. And by the time you're declaring all you're declaring, because of tax, your PAYE, they will look beyond what you have written and adjudge your books based on their knowledge. A lot of taxes these days are multi-level and are double. The state asks you to pay, the federal government asks you to pay. Don't be surprised that even the people in the market these days are liable to tax. There's a new tax regime that's bringing them all in. They all have tax cards in the markets. It has started in Abuja. They did the test run about 5 years ago, and it's cascading down to the states. So building a sustainable brand is making sure there is consistency, making sure there is accountability. There is accountability. Accountability. What did you buy? How much did you buy it? What are the competitors offering for it? How can you get rid of it at the maximum price? How are they doing it? Is there anything you can imbibe from anyone else? I remember a story one. The company had a huge warehouse full of some items, which the staff told the management were obsolete. Unknown to the management, another company was looking for those same items. They got rid of those items cheaply to the staff, and the staff made a bumper harvest out of those things because they had the ready buyers. Remember, there were people on the streets. They knew the market inside out, and the management would only work on what information they brought in. And so for that year, the company was rocking on losses because of these huge items that they had to discount and get rid of. But there should be consistency. If they had looked at how much they bought this thing, what their normal profit margin was, and did their market research, they probably would not have. Accountability has to come in. Your double entry must be equal and the same. These are basic things that we don't bother to look at. Very, very basic. Accounting is about double entry. Financial management is about how you put all the indices of accounting and your finance together to make sure that your business runs. If you do a cash budgeting, you will see when your business is going to need cash and when there's going to be an excess inflow of cash. Don't leave your money lying fallow. There are so many instruments on the market, especially with the banks, that you can make use of to earn more money for your company. If you ask them, they will tell you. They don't like to tell you, but if you ask them, if you have 6 million sitting in your account, the bank is just making use of your money. You can ask them for money market instruments. They can turn this thing into money for you. And depending on for how long you leave the money in your account, you can begin to actually live off your money, even if it is just 6 million. You can get good interest from that money. Good interest that you can use to plow into other things and do other things with your business. Staffing. She talked about staffing also. Are the staff in your accounts department up to the task? Even if you outsource, are they giving you the best? Is the cost of outsourcing not going to weigh down your books? Because outsourcing is normally more expensive than employing people, depending on how you look at it and the size of your business. For a sole proprietorship, you tend to do everything by yourself. You are the accounts person, you are the sales person, you are the managing director, you are the buyer, you are the... But when you start to expand, then a few of these duties will have to be delegated. You are a limited liability company. You are even more at risk of multiple taxation. You can tell them very succinctly and emphatically that you are paying to the FIRS, the Federal Inland Revenue Service, and not the State Internal Revenue Service. That makes a lot of difference. And when they insist that you pay to the state, then you're free to knock it off your taxes at the end of the day. It is payable to the federal government. It is allowed. There's a double taxation treaty that you can exploit. That's all I have to share with you. Thank you very much.
I'd like to invite Reverend Mrs. Samson Grace to help us present the gift of Mrs. Oshino Moore. Put your hands together for mommy. So, those are our customers. The scripture of
The scripture that is written there is that blessing our blessing and multiply our multiply. Amen. I will discuss of the earth. Amen. Says the opportunities. Amen.
I absolutely invite Mr. Nelson from Super Life for a short presentation. Let's put your hands together for Mr. Nelson.
I want to say that this program has really contributed a lot to me, and I really appreciate you for this program. Thank you, Daddy. God bless you. Just as I normally said about businesses, take advantage of this. You know, think after the box to see how you can make this wonderful opportunity. Actually, as one of the sponsors of this program, and they just talk about Super Life. What we have there is the secret of youth, health, and longevity. So we say that is super. So like this, we just have a simple product here. We call the STC30. STC30 is a product that's made from plant stem cell. It's a product that's made from plant stem cell, and you probably can take the time to Google and know much about stem cell technology. So plant stem cell, as I said, is a product that is made from plant stem cell that when you use it, it goes back to your cells. You know that cell is the unit of life. So what stem cell does is to go down to your cells, the cellular level, rejuvenate your cells, repair the cells, activate dormant cells